What's good? Curly, what up? Block Slim, what's good? What's good? What you say, baby? What's good, bro? What's good, bro? What's good? What's good? What's good, Chief? You say something, what, baby? The like button for me. If it ain't the Don himself, ready.
Yo,
Yo, what's good?
are we on the Freaky Pat show?
Yeah. You frozen, Mike T.
We lost power for a second. It's storming pretty good over here.
Oh yeah, man. It was windy over here. It's windy. Yeah, you frozen. You going in and out, but I can hear you fine.
Am I moving?
You moving now?
All
Yeah,
right, all right.
yeah, man.
What's
How you
good?
doing, though, brother? How you
Yeah,
doing? You doing all right?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I was just on Savage's channel playing trivia.
Oh, okay. Here, Queen O.
Oh,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm doing fine by yourself.
I'm doing great. How you feeling?
That's good. That's feeling good.
Good. That's a blessing.
Yep, feeling good. But y'all get to work. I'm gonna give me something to eat.
There you go.
Yeah. We just went and got us a plate. I know you got to go to work, and I said, man, I don't want to keep them. So as soon as we get in the crib, I'm gonna just hop on, and we gonna go into it. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right, man. I'm on your time.
Whiskey. What's good? What's good, Keys? What's good, bro? Y'all go like, share, subscribe to the homie, man. T Keys, man. Whiskey Nation, E Reptiles Function, man. Kevin Delgado. Y'all go follow my boy Mike Tane, man, on Instagram too, man. My boy don't do no YouTube, but he got an Instagram. So go like, share, subscribe, follow him over there. Chief and underscore session. Y'all go like, share, subscribe to the game, man. That's my boy right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Like, share, subscribe to the Savage family as well. Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
there's
sir.
Savage.
Yeah. He just tapped in. Was good, bro. Yeah, man. So how the family doing, Mike T, man? How everybody doing on your end, brother?
Well, everybody's good. Everything's good here, man. How about you? How's your parents?
Man, I'm blessed beyond measure, man. Well, you know it's so crazy, bro. Remember I was telling you I was down there with the family. We just down there chilling. All of a sudden, my pops was like, "Hey, son, you going back down to Suffolk? You going home? Drop me off at the hospital." I said, "Pops, what's up?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just get you to drop me off at the hospital. I'm still feeling a little rough from the other day. I'm gonna drop you off at the hospital. And you just call me, and I'm gonna come back." But I just dropped my dad off at the hospital. Literally, I just dropped him off.
That's crazy, man.
Literally, and he been going back and forth to the hospital for like the past 3 months. So, my pop's 78 though. My mama be 74 in November, so they're older. So, you know,
Yeah,
you know,
man. Well,
yeah,
all
man.
my
But
prayers, man. All my
yeah,
prayers.
bro. I know the same God that had me before. He got me now, so I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping.
Is he having like symptoms? What's going on?
Yeah, man. Well, see, my pops just caught the flu, but ever since he caught that flu, it's like his heart be beating fast. So he think that when he caught the flu, it kind of sent him into A field,
Okay.
and now he think he dealing with A field symptoms. So I told him I was like, when he feeling kind of short when he was feeling. I kept seeing him even when him and my wife were talking. I kept seeing him every once in a while just touching where his heart was at, like he was trying to feel his pulse. And I was just watching him. I ain't saying that, but I was just watching him. But it's like, I see you, Pop. I ain't saying nothing unless you say something, but I see you. And I told him once we got in the car, I said, Dad, I seen you kept looking like you were checking your pulse. And he was like, yeah, my heart was beating kind of fast. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, look, if you want to go to the hospital, like I'm going to stay up for a little while just in case you call me and say, son, I'm ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? I take him on back home.
Sensing mode.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you real clear now, bro. You just cleared up real good for me. You moving good and everything now.
Yeah, the internet probably kicked back on. I mean, literally 2 minutes before you sent me that text, I lost power. It went pitch black in here.
Shit, bro. Where you at, Mike? Oh yeah, you in Tampa, right? You in Tampa.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we ready to catch the ass end of the summer. I think we supposed to get like 70, 80 mile an hour winds tomorrow.
Holy
Coming. So
crap!
yeah. So you know how
Hey,
it go, man. But yeah,
anybody got
man,
some
look, bro, I'm
questions?
actually glad to actually, what I'm saying, do this finally get you, maybe this right here get you into doing some YouTube content, you know what I'm saying?
I looked into that today. They said I got to do shorts, and hell, I don't know nothing about none of that stuff.
Yeah, shorts is what got me monetized, bro. That shorts and going live got me monetized.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. What content would I make? Yeah, play the guitar.
I'm telling you, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? You can do your part one, part two, part three, part four, part five. You can start even teaching it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. Your shit will probably boom, bro. Your
The
shit will
first question of the night, Mike. Why are you so smart, man?
Savage was good, bro. Was good, Savage. Yeah, man. Get into him, man. Tell him why you so smart, bro.
uh, I just read, man. I read anything I can get my hands on. I don't care what it is. I mean, look at the back of a pack of gum. Read it. Something will stick.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not everything sticks in my head. Usually, it's a whole lot of useless information. I mean, it works good for playing trivia, like on Savage's channel.
Yeah.
Those were kind of nothing against your question, Savage, but those were kind of I think you were on level 1 or 2.
He tripping off boy. He talking about LOL. Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, bro. It's funny how the universe works, bro. How we ended up getting connected over YouTube to the point where we got connected on Instagram to the point where now I can call your phone personally
Oh yeah,
and just call and talk to you whenever I get ready. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're free, we can just talk. So it's funny how the universe works, bro. It's almost like we was meant to meet each other. You know what I'm
and
saying?
you can call me anytime you want. Anytime you got
Oh,
a
I already know,
question,
bro. I
you,
already know. I
you just
already know.
call me.
You ain't even got to. What's understood never has to be explained, bro. I already know. But I know I'm a working man. You're a working man. You got stuff to take care of. I got stuff. So it ain't that I ain't been wanting to call you. It's just that I always have so much going on.
Oh, you ain't lying.
By the time I get time, I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm the same way. I have a full time job. I work for the same company I've worked for 32 years. My brother and I, we started our own air conditioning company. That's what financially going to kill us right now. Uh,
right.
but it is what it is. I'm not going to be able to retire off of what I've been doing for the last 30 years. You know, so we just said we threw our hands up in the air and just it's like we know what the hell we're doing. Let's just do it. So
Yeah,
we
bro.
went out and we're doing it. We own Tampa Bay Cooling Company,
That's
and
what's up, man. But that man work a full time job and still got his own business on the side. So that
yeah,
man work from 6 in the morning to 2, and
you
then get off work and go run his own business. You know what I'm saying?
I get up at 4:15 every morning. I do my thing. I come home, and then I'm Tampa Bay Cooling, and then plus I raise my dogs.
Yeah. Are you thinking about bringing your dogs, the ball? Are you thinking about breeding?
I don't know. She just went through her first heat cycle. I don't know that I want to deal with a whole bunch of puppies, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be fair. As much as I work, I mean, more than likely I'd come home and one of the pups would be dead or something.
Yeah. You don't have enough time to.
No.
Yeah.
But I also, at the same time, I don't believe in fixing animals either. I'm not going to have them. That's just not me. I've never done that. I'd be so pissed off if somebody was in charge of me and then I woke up one day and my nuts were gone. I'd be like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So as far as that, like, I'm glad we on that topic. As far as work, as far as how long it take us to work to have to retire, how do you really feel about the system?
How do I feel about the system? It's completely rigged against us. And where do I start? I mean, do you want to talk about work, or do you want to start with right from the get go when you set foot into school for the very first time? Every bit of that is rigged against us. We're that whole entire curriculum and everything that from preschool, kindergarten, all from first through 12, that's all programming. They got rid of slavery, so they figured out a way to make everybody a slave.
That's a fact.
So that's why they call it slave to the grind. That's what we are. Every single one of us are contributing to a machine that we don't want no part of.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think about it, man. Our children are normally willing to do whatever. Yeah, I'll ride with you, mama. I'll help you clean up. I'll help you fix the car. You ever had your son or your grandchildren, you up on the car changing oil, they got tools, they got like they under there helping and doing, but you had the hardest time sometimes getting them to get up out of bed to go to that tool.
Yeah. I tell you what, some of the smartest people I know, and they're probably the least programmed, are the ones who dropped out of school. One of my best friends, he dropped out in ninth grade. That guy, yeah, he doesn't have a piece of paper. He doesn't have a college degree. He doesn't have a high school diploma. Ask him anything. He'll blow your mind.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I learned more. Mike, I learned more from the streets, bro. I learned more from drug addicts, drunks, the drug dealers,
The unprogrammed.
the unprogrammed people. I learned more from them. School, I mean, I did what I was supposed to do because of the system. I knew I couldn't get a job without a diploma. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Without going through the system, there's certain things that you're not going to be able to do to grow to that point where you can be successful. But as soon as I graduated, my mom was like, "You going to college? Hell no,
Hell no. No.
hell no."
No. And E, you're right. College is a scam, but it goes beyond college. It, school is a scam. I mean, you can go talk to some of these old farmers. That all they have done is had their hands and feet in the dirt, and they could tell you how life works and how life is supposed to be. And the key is keeping the core family unit together. That is the key.
I agree
Sustenance
wholeheartedly.
and protection, man.
Uh-huh.
What's up, Smooth?
Smooth
Roxanne?
operator, what's good, bro?
Smiley?
Yes, sir. Mixing in the building. Y'all go like, share, and subscribe to Mixing, the
Hey, Smooth.
official J Rose Music. That's the homie, man. That's family right there, y'all. Y'all go show some love and support.
Smooth is calling us farm animals.
Smooth always talking shit. Yeah, that's the bro right there. Experience. What's good, Roxanne? What's happening? What's happening?
Anybody got questions?
Yeah, man. Any questions that y'all got, man, we willing to me or either Mike T or answer them. We'll talk about it, whatever. Whatever.
I've got something. Roxanne, I was trying to tell something to you the other day. You you stumbled onto a diamond here. I'm talking about Pat's channel. This place you're blessed to be a part of at such a young age, 17 years old, and you're surrounded by people who have been beat down to the ground and have refused to stay down. There's such a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of people here that all you have to do is just reach out and ask a question, and they will be more than happy to answer it the most honestly way that they can possibly answer it. Don't be in such a hurry to grow up. Embrace being 17. Embrace it. Don't rush out and go find a job. Don't don't try to be an adult at 17. Find your passion in life and try to make it your life. If you enjoy making beats, then dig deep and make beats. Get as good at doing that as humanly possible. And that goes for anybody on here. Find your
Mm-hmm.
passion in life and just go for it, man. Don't get beat down by the system. Go and get your 9 to 5 job, 40 hours a week. You're going to get stuck in a loop that you want no part of. Don't be part of the 98%. Be part of the two.
That's it. That's it. Let me see. Smooth asked the question, Mike. I gotta go back up to it. Smooth operator asked, "Do you think people truly change, or do they just become more of who they already are?"
I think that's think of it as a coin. There's two sides to it. Um, Not everybody growing up in their environment turns out exactly as their environment. You know, let's use some poor white kid growing up in a trailer park could he doesn't want to he looks at his parents as an example of what not to be, and he changes everything to become successful. And then you have rich kids who are lazy, and if they didn't have their parents' money, they would be in that trailer park. So I think we're all born inherently as who we are as people, but I think life also molds you to become what and who you are right at this very moment. And that could be
Mm-hmm.
as small as a circumstance or an action that happened so that it affects your mood, because mood also molds you. If you're in a negative environment, you probably will become negative. If you surround yourself by positive people, you could very easily become an influencer, a very positive person. And
That's
that's
right.
one of the reasons why I enjoyed this. When I go on YouTube, this is the channel, this is my go-to always. This is my place.
Thank you.
I find all the people here very entertaining. They're very heartfelt people. They're genuine. They want to be part of your community because they all have like-minded interests. Even though I know nothing about snakes and I've never really cared about snakes, that's not what drew me in. What drew me in was the comments, the section of everybody talking and how they interacted with each other.
That's it. That's it. And that's kind of what I feel like my channel was based upon. Like, I don't just cater to the snake community. I cater to whatever is going on. Like, I do kid friendly content, snake content, and we can take deep dives on the channel. You know what I'm saying? So, do I feel like people can change? Yeah, but I don't believe that they're gonna change tomorrow. Like, I'm gonna be the same motherfucker tomorrow that I am today.
Mm-hmm. But
It's
you
it,
can
it's
change
gonna
your
take
attitude.
it's gonna take work. I'm gonna have to work on changing me. And I ain't gonna just wake up tomorrow and say, "All right, I'm a new Snake Man Pat today." No, I'm the same Snake Man Pat that I was yesterday.
Right.
But today I'm gonna try not to take a drink, an alcoholic drink. Today I'm gonna try not to argue with my wife. Today I'm gonna try not to do something that's negative to my life tomorrow. And I'm gonna train myself until that's not my lifestyle no more. Every once in a while, I still dabble, but I want to kind of take steps to where I don't argue every day. I may argue once a week. Change that once a week to once a month. Change that once a month to once every 6 months. Change that once every 6 months to once a year.
Yeah.
So change ain't just I'm Snake Man Pat this way today, and I'm Snake Man Pat that way tomorrow. It's something that you have to work on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's steps to it.
It's definitely something that you have to work on, but also look at it as we only have today. That's it. We
That's
have right
right.
now. And Everything is a mindset. If you choose to be pissed off because something happened or occurred or somebody said something, that's the mindset you're in. You want to go to the grave that way. So
No, not at
so
all.
you can change your day. You may not be able to change your life overall. You're not just going to snap your fingers and become an overnight millionaire, but your mindset, whether you're positive or negative, happy, sad, whatever, yes, again, circumstances dictate certain outcomes. If there's a loss in the family, you can't just be like, "Hey, I'm happy," you know. No, it's going to take its toll on you. It's going to beat you down. But if you only have today, if you think about that every single day that you wake up, if you only have until the stroke of midnight, how are you going to live your day? Are you going to live it pissed off? Are you going to hate everything, or are you just going to reach out and just like, Kevin, you're awesome, man.
Hey,
Smooth,
look, man.
you are awesome.
Hey, big
You know
bro.
what I
You know
mean?
what? You know,
You're gonna be as nice as humanly possible to everybody,
that's it. That's
and
it.
that's how I live. I don't know if I'm gonna wake up tomorrow.
Who does?
I hope I do.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to
But
miss
yo, bro,
tomorrow's show.
we don't know that. And saying that is like uh change is only made. I feel like once we get tired of being a certain type of way. Like if you get tired of being miserable, you kind of start trying to make that change to where be like, yo, I can't be like this. Like most people don't change until they're tired. Once a person gets tired of being on drugs or tired of living paycheck to paycheck,
Yeah,
it kind of stuff kind of kick in and say,
yeah.
all
Everybody
right,
has a
bro,
wake up moment. Everybody
a
has a wake
wake
up
up
moment.
moment. That's it. That's when the change comes. When that wake up comes, that's when the change comes in.
Smooth. If money and fear were removed from life, what would most people actually choose to do? That's the individual's choice. Some people would spend all day surfing. Some people would spend all day sitting on the beach smoking weed, watching that surfer. I mean, who knows? I mean,
I agree.
if I had no fear and money wasn't an option or in the equation, I find happiness hanging out with my dogs because I find dogs are the most truthful animals that God ever created.
Really, like if,
Dogs
if
won't lie
if
to
I
you.
didn't if money and fear was removed from my life, really the only thing that probably would matter to me is my wife and my snake, bro.
Hey, that's it.
Yeah. So, in other words, Smooth, and thank you, Smooth, man. Shouts out to Smooth, man. Go like, share, and subscribe to the official J Rose music, bro. Bro is so in tune with the channel, bro, that it's mind blowing.
The dude is
Um,
unbelievably talented. Holy moly.
yeah, bro, I'm telling you, man, you're like, bro, get down. You know what I'm saying?
That's ridiculous.
But shouts out to him, man, because he really showed me that he care about me as a person, but he also support what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to bro, yo. You know what I'm saying? But to answer that question, Smooth, I believe that if fear and money was taken away, the destruction that we think the world will come to, it will come to. Because without that fear, might see that money, people will actually be who they really wanted to be.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people ain't who they want to be because they scared. I'll go to hell if I do this.
Yeah.
I ain't got the money, but if I had the money, I had him knocked off. Bro, this pace would be so quick.
Hmm.
Man, my God, bro.
Smooth says, at what point in your life do you think people stop chasing dreams and start settling? Again, you ask a lot of individual questions, and I like that. But I think the, that depends on the person's circumstances. How much drive do they have? what type of dream were you chasing? I mean, if you're 65 years old and you want to be a NASCAR driver, you probably Mr. College. But if you got a great voice and you got a God given talent like yourself, then Smooth, don't ever give up on it. Look at Willie Nelson. The guy's 91 years old and he's still playing every single night. I know he's probably not your type of music, but I have said to so many aspiring musicians that if you ever want to learn from somebody, if you could just have 1% of the success of Willie Nelson, you would be set for life. That guy's been a professional musician since he was 15 years old and he's 91 and still going. So if you're Smooth, if you're talking about giving up what you do, don't ever do it, man. Don't ever give up because
Ever, bro.
you've got a gift, dude.
Don't ever give up, bro. Ever. I'm telling you, man, because that's what people want, man. And it be the people that's right up under your nose, man. It be the people sometimes that's telling you, keep going, man, keep going. And then when you fall off, they're like, dang, man, bro fell off. Instead of coming to say, yeah, he got too old for that. Instead of them saying, they'll say something like that instead of saying, well, bro, what happened? Why you stop, bro? No, you should have kept going, bro. People don't want to push you, man. A lot of people don't want you to be doing more than what they're doing. So, and Mike T probably can agree to it. Not caring what somebody else thinking or saying, bro, is like the best thing you can do. Keep going because you want to. If continuing to do music at 65 years old is your thing, keep doing it. Why
Keep
not?
doing it. Keep doing it. And don't
Keep
ever
doing it.
stop that.
Yeah, damn what they talking about. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just a man with their own man or a woman with their own opinion.
Jimmy
Oh, I'll
Ryan
probably rap
B.
till I die.
Jimmy Ryan B says, "What makes you love your fellow man?"
What makes you love your fellow man? Because I am my fellow man. My fellow man is me, and we are one. We are one. We are one. That's what makes me love my fellow man. We are one and the same. We put our pants on the same, and we get cut. We bleed the same. We go
Yep.
through some of the same things. Some of us been rich. Some of us been poor. Some of us have had a hard life. Some of us have a decent. We are no different. So me and my fellow man, what makes me love him? Because we both here living. We having the same experience, just on different planes of life. It's nothing not to love. You know what I'm saying? It's not to love.
My answer is simple. I try to put myself in their shoes. I don't care if he's rich or homeless. If he's homeless, I automatically have compassion because you don't know what that person's going through. I mean, a lot of people they view homeless as like drug addicts and scumbags and this and that and another. And man, there's homeless vets out there. You know, there's people who have just some kind of mental illness, and you don't know what led to those circumstances. So that's I just put myself in their shoes.
That's it. You got to become them.
And you know, sometimes I see it all the time. People throw the guy $1 or the woman $1 or a handful of change. You ever thought about pulling over and just talking to him for 5 minutes? Just talk to him. Because most people don't give them the time of day. They don't talk to them. They walk past them, or they'll hand them a couple bucks to shoo them on their way. Stop and talk to them. Just say hi. Put your hand on their shoulder and just say, "Hey, look, man, I'm here." And yeah, there is a bunch of noise in the background. It's not me. I got my TV off.
But turn that TV down. Or turn it off. Yeah, turn it down. They say he can hear a lot of noise in the background. Is that better?
Yeah. I'm
Your
reading the
TV
comments.
rap.
Smooth was saying it, and E was also saying that there was a lot of static on your end or something.
Okay, is it better now though? Y'all can hear me more clear now?
yeah,
Can y'all hear me more clear now?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Jimmy, that's a good statement. The man with shoes stopped complaining when he saw the guy with no feet.
With no feet. Yeah. Yeah. I saw that short, man. Master P said it. Master P was like, the man was complaining because he didn't have a pair of shoes that another man had until he turned around and looked behind him, and a man that had no feet, and he appreciated what he had.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes saying that, sometimes it takes hardship. It takes for you to go through some shit for you to appreciate your life. Because to me, the biggest dream killer is me comparing myself to Mike Tane. I
Oh,
can't compare my. It's only one Mike Tane, baby. It's only one Snake Man Pack. I can't compare myself to you.
well, don't.
You see what I'm saying? Like your life, you may have more money than me. You may have a better house, better cars. You may have everything you need, but the moment I compare that to me, I fall into a state of depression because now I want what you got, but I don't know what you went through to get it.
No, that it turns into envy and jealousy, and that's not the way to live.
Yeah, bro, I couldn't live that way. I couldn't live that way.
Smooth got another one. Smooth got some good questions. If everyone knew exactly when their life would end, do you think people would live better or worse? I think we touched base on that a little bit. I would hope that they would live better. Um, if again, I try to live like I'm not going to wake up tomorrow. I just want to tell everybody I love them and just spend a couple minutes with them. What's your story? Well, all right, it was nice meeting you, man. Best luck to you. Move on. I've got no hate in my heart for anybody, man. No animosity. I don't envy anybody. I do feel bad for people, but I don't envy Donald Trump. Do you know how much stress that man is under at all times? Yeah, so what? He's a billionaire. Okay, you look at Elon Musk. Yeah, so what? He's the richest guy in the world. Wouldn't that be nice? But would you want the workload that comes along with it? No,
Hell no.
I don't. I don't want that responsibility. I'm not that. I mean, I'm not a dumb guy, but I am in no way, shape, or form even qualified to even walk in those doors. There's no way I would want to spend one day of my life in either one of those people's shoes.
Hell no. Hell no.
That's just no
Hell
way.
no. And see, that's why I tell anybody too, man. Like sometimes you gotta watch what you ask for, because you just might get it. You just might get it. The stuff that you asking for, you have to make sure that you're prepared. That you strengthen yourself enough to be able to bear what's gonna come with it. Because see, a lot of people want money, but they don't want what comes with having money. Like you gotta pray for that. You gotta pray for that courage and that strength, that knowledge and wisdom to be able to. Okay, yeah, I got $10 million, but look what come with me having this $10 million.
That's same
The
with fame.
taxes, man.
Same with fame. I mean, just because you're famous doesn't mean you're rich, but
No,
now your
hell
quality
no,
of
it
life,
mean
you
rich.
can't walk out into public anymore. Everybody's hounding you, taking pictures of you. Oh, can you do this? Sign this for me. All you want to do is just sit and eat your food, and then somebody coming up to you going, hey, they think that you owe them something because they contributed. They bought your album, or they went and watched your show. They got your T-shirt, or they bought your product. You know, you don't owe anybody nothing except for respect.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Mitzi said, what Mitzi said? Mitzi said, I
Uh,
lived in a homeless shelter when I was pregnant, left before I had her, but went back when she was a couple of months old. I wasn't on drugs or anything. Mitzi, sometimes when life deal you cards, it don't deal you the greatest deck. So you got to keep plucking until you get a card worth keeping and dish out something that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? So at least you're not in that space now. But when life gives you those kind of cards, you got to keep plucking the deck until you find something worth keeping. Keep what you can keep, dish out what you don't need no more. And for us, that's people, certain jobs, certain situations we got going on. You gotta dish them out. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
gotta get them out your way.
Kevin says money is the root of all evil. I thoroughly disagree with that. I think man is the root of all evil because money doesn't make the decisions. Man does.
Agreed upon. Agreed upon.
It's what the man decides to do with it.
Look,
You know,
I agree.
you run into a ton of cash and you go out and you see that now you have a little bit of power. You are going to start using it for evil purposes because now you think you have something over someone. It's the man who is evil.
That's why they said money ain't the root of all evil. It's the love of money.
Is
The
the root.
love we put
That is correct.
is the root of all evil. It ain't money. It's the love we got for the money that make it the root of all evil. You know what I'm saying? What Smooth just asked another question. Smooth said, "What moment in your life changed the way you see the world forever?"
Wow.
Smooth be asking some hella questions, bro. You be asking good damn questions.
All right. I think there's too many defining moments in my life that have molded me into what I am. But I think when I was playing music and pursuing it full time, and I got to play some really big shows. I mean, I did get to open up for Metallica. It was November 7th, 2005. I'll never forget it as long as I live.
Okay,
It was the Ice Palace. We opened up for it was us, Godsmack, and Metallica. And when I stood on that stage, I felt like I was somebody, you know. And then
yeah,
people were coming up to me asking me for my autograph, but literally just hours before we got on that stage, I was an AC guy. And then I think it just kind of put everything in perspective. It's at 1 second, you're this, and then in a blink of an eye, you're something else. And when I started having people come around me and asking me for this and that and this and that, and and asking me all these questions and everything, that's when I realized you are not what you do. You are who you are, but moments can define how you got there. If that makes sense, Smooth.
it makes a lot of sense. You're not what you do, so I'm not my rap music. I'm not Snake Man Pat. I am that I am.
Yes.
So everything that I've been through, everything, every thought process, every struggle, every good, every bad, every happy, every sad, every time I've ever been stunned, or every time I've tried to push forward, every time I've tried to give up, that's who I am.
Yeah.
But the things, me having snakes and doing rap music, that's not me. And that's one of the best questions you can never ask somebody to me, Mike D, is who are you?
I am who
Who
I
are
am.
you? I am who I am. My most defining moment in my life, I must say, was when I got married. Because it opened up doors. I'm gonna tell you what marriage did. marriage opened up doors for us to say, okay, now that we ain't girlfriend and boyfriend no more, we're a married couple. It's time to handle business.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where's this
Hi,
marriage
Rob.
really going to go? How do you really feel about the space that you're in? How do you feel about me? How do I really feel about you? Like, for me to have my wife tell me, hey, baby, you know it's okay to not be okay. I didn't always know that. Like, I thought if I wasn't okay, I was a sucker, yo. Like, I'm a man. So I'm King Tut. I'm supposed to always be okay. Hey, man, my wife had to let me know that, hey, baby, sometimes it's okay to not be okay, yo. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because you ain't the only one that ain't okay sometimes.
Oh yeah.
That shit changed my mind, my life forever, bro. That shit changed my whole outlook on everything because I felt like, damn, I couldn't tap into this person until somebody else opened the door for me to walk through.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had been seeking for that person. But when she opened the door and said, look, you ain't the only one that ain't okay and that's put on this mask before COVID got here. A lot of people put on a mask, but they're not okay. It's okay to not be okay, but let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get up here and dialogue like what me and you doing now, and let's get up here and have a conversation and let other people know, saying, "Look, damn, all right, so I ain't the only one that feel like that. I'm not crazy, because crazy is a dismissive word. Like you don't know what people go through to make them do the shit that they do.
That's true.
You don't know. You do not know, bro. So I that my most changing moment in my life was when I got married and when my wife told me it was okay for me not to be okay. That changed everything for me. Changed everything for me.
This was a long one. Is this a question? Clowning? The biggest moment.
The biggest moment of my life that changed me. Yeah, he telling. Changed. Shouts out to Dustin, man. Y'all go like, share, and subscribe to D Money World and clowning around pythons. That's family too. The biggest moment of my life that changed me forever was when my first son was born, and I
Amen.
looked at him for the first time. Immediately changed. If yeah, hell yeah, bro. That should
Amen,
have
brother.
changed.
Amen.
That should have changed you, bro. Shouts out to Dustin, bro. That should have changed. Hell yeah, salutes, bro. Salutes, salutes. Yeah, and her also telling me that made me look at other people around me with more compassion, to show a little bit more love, to not be so aggressive and uptight. Like we all are going through some shit, bro. Like we all fighting shit. Like Mike saying, me and you look good right now, bro. No homo. No homo, but we look like we fine, but we look like it, but we fighting something. We fighting.
Yeah.
We fighting battles that can't nobody see. We fighting. We fighting. Right now. Right now, bro. We are fighting. Every last one of us is this close from being a ticking time bomb. That close.
Yeah. Yeah. That ain't
That
no
fucking
joke. That ain't no joke.
that fucking close, yo. If we didn't have people like my wife that I love, how far I came. I got a job, I got a little business. I got too much to fucking lose. I can't pop. Cause if I do, it's not gonna just affect me, it's gonna affect the people that I love.
Yeah.
It's gonna affect everything that I work for. But every last one of us is that close
But we
of
all
being crazy as a son of a bitch.
but I think what keeps that person from
Real.
popping off is they all have something that keeps them grounded.
My wife, bro.
All right.
My
Hey,
wife, bro.
man, Smooth, you got the best. If your younger self could see the person you are today, what advice do you think they would thank you for? I think if my younger self met me, he'd probably beat the shit out of me. Uh, I smoke too much. Uh, I don't. I'm not a big time drinker, but when I do, it's heavy duty. Uh, And I know he'd slap the shit out of me for working so damn much. He's like, why didn't you focus on this? Why didn't you do this? How come I ended up an old AC guy? So, but that's just me. Ask yourself, would your younger self thank you? I think my younger
What?
self would really beat the shit out of me.
Why? What would my younger self think of me? That I lost myself. My younger self would be like, bro, for real, you a bitch, bro.
Right?
You a bitch. You a
Yeah,
bitch, bro.
you got old. What happened?
Yeah, like nigga, what the fuck is you doing, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? My younger self would be like, Pat, bro, how the hell did you let your emotions and feelings get to this point in your life where you can't control yourself? Sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
like, you don't let nobody else control your narrative, nigga. Fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you forgot about me. Like, my younger self would say, how you forget about the child, you nigga? How you forget how to have fun? How you forget to laugh, nigga? Why everything so serious?
Oh
See,
man,
that's what's wrong. Yeah, that's what's wrong with you, nigga. You too
you
serious, bro.
notice? You notice when we were young, when we were kids, everything would just crack us up, and we were tickled pink to be doing anything. It didn't matter what it was. I
Uh
mean,
huh.
you could take a magnifying glass and say, and cook ants or melt crayons. It didn't matter. You were just having a good old time. You're out there playing in dirt. You were using your imagination. And then adulthood happened, and your imagination went out the window, and you started slave to the grind, man. You were working 9 to 5, getting beat up by the system.
That's a fact.
It is
That's
what
a
it
fact.
is. All right. Do you think?
Dustin said, "Would you rather be loved? Would you rather be loved or respected? Because it's not the same thing." How you feel about that, Mike T?
Oh, would I rather be loved or respected? It is not the same. You are absolutely correct on that, but I think that is a question for a king, and I am no king. Because some kings, they rule by love, and some people rule by fear, and they misconstrue fear as respect. Think of a dirty cop. A dirty cop, he'll pull somebody over and read them the riot act, and he's putting the fear of God in them, and it's like, you will respect me. They demand it. So I think I would rather be loved.
Ooh,
I personally feel like I would rather be loved, because you can disrespect me all you want. You can talk behind my back. You can make fun of me. I know I'm not perfect. And usually the people who act that way, they're insecure to begin with. So regardless of how you talk to me and how you treat me, it's not gonna. I may not agree with your interpretation of me, but behind closed doors, when you're gone and you're doing your thing, just know that I still love you as a human being, one who puts one foot in front of the other, one who has a mind and can think for himself. No matter how insecure you are, I love you. I do. I love you.
okay. Yeah, I think I would go with respect, Mike T. I'm gonna explain why. I would go with respect because my own experience, just speaking from me, my life, I don't think I've experienced true unconditional love. like unconditional, like God, Christ love, here in this flesh. But I have experienced respect. I have experienced true respect. You know what I'm saying? Like I got guys that won't come here. My car ain't in the yard, they ain't coming here. They ain't stopping by, they ain't waiting on me. And if I'm not here, they gone. But I've had felt love in a way, and then when I couldn't do something or I didn't do a certain way or act a certain way, that love turned into something else. So just from my experience, I would choose respect. But I don't know your experience. Now the reason why you choose love, I agree. I agree.
It
You know
looks
what I'm
like the
saying?
general
And I ain't
census
just
is
saying that
respect.
because we gonna be friends even if we disagree. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
100%. 100%. That's what I was
100%.
saying the other
But
day. You're like, if we disagree, we disagree. And I hope we disagree on something.
every once in a while, I want to have a disagreement.
Agree.
I do.
Agree. I agree to disagree.
Yeah. Literally. I don't want you to be no yes man.
No.
I want you to have my back, but I want you to have my back enough to say, hey bro, that's some bullshit.
It looks like the general consensus is that people would choose respect. I mean, they've said quite a lot of good things in here, and I do agree with them. Like being respected will eventually lead to love. So I pick being
Oh yeah,
respected.
Smooth said that. I saw when he
Yeah.
said it. Yeah. I saw the Deep Money World too. The Deep Money World is really him and Dustin. They really throwing them comments in there too. I appreciate y'all. Yeah.
But I choose. I would choose love over respect because of the things that I said. And
Right.
if somebody disrespects you when you would rather have respect and you didn't receive it, it could sometimes, you know, and
That's a fact. That's a fact.
for one, I'm way too old to be doing this.
To be right.
You know,
Right.
I would just, I would much rather shake your hand, give you a hug, you know, go buy you lunch or a beer and be on my way. I'm going to respect you regardless.
I can agree to that. I can agree to that. Like that don't sound stupid to me at all.
So that's why I choose love.
It just sounds to me. It just sounds like I'd rather be in this space than for me to allow you to drag me to this space. You see what I'm saying? So it
Yeah.
seems like you're gonna come from a pure heart because you don't want to be the unpure heart. Because if your heart is unpure, you own it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? No ifs, ands, buts about it. Like you going there. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I see where you coming from. I see where you coming from.
Jimmy,
I see where you coming
I had to scroll back. He says, "Do you think whatever you're doing is where God wants you, or do you ever feel like God was supposed to have you somewhere else at the point in your life, at this point in your life?" Um, I think, Jimmy, you know the answer to that question because God is perfect in every way, shape, or form, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. No matter how great or horrible your circumstances are, you are exactly where He wants you. And the worse the situation, the more horrible the experience, the bigger lesson He's trying to teach you. And there are people who are in horrible situations, and there is a lesson to be had. You have just yet to pick up on it.
from. I like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I can agree. I feel like I feel like what we call God is I believe God lives here. I believe Jesus lives here. The kingdom of God is among us and within us. So yeah, I believe that each and every last one. I believe everybody is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing because good people like us need adversaries. We need the opposing team.
Hmm?
You see what I'm saying? We need the ones who are against the grain because joy don't feel good without pain. And the universe requires balance.
Oh yeah, everything's a balance. That's why they came up with yin and yang. Yeah, you do not
Yin and
appreciate
yang
the good times without experiencing bad times. If life
without
was
the bad.
if life was
So
perfect all the time,
everybody's doing exactly what they're. You might look at certain things and be like, "What the fuck? Huh?"
I will, Smooth.
No,
I will.
everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Smooth says I got to get his number from you.
Okay, okay, you. I got you, Smooth. I'm gonna send my to your number. I got you, bro. I got you. It's in you. Yes, sir, Jimmy. That's a fact. The kingdom of God is within, brother. You more than you can handle, and not only will God not give you more than you can handle, but the God of this world, uh, He gives his soldiers the hardest battles. So when you going through what you're going through, you got to kind of glorify and magnify that situation, because that lets you know you're one of the strong ones. You're one of the ones that he highly favored. You one of the strong ones. You know what I'm saying? So even the hard times I don't take as bad. I don't take losses. I take lessons. That's why I tell people my L's are not losses. They're lessons. I don't take loss.
Yeah,
I don't take loss.
and I think there's a the Bible is just full of unbelievable stories, right? But have you noticed
Facts.
who he has always chosen? He always chooses the sinner. He always chooses somebody who was never worthy of being written about or being put in that position. So if you're in if you're in the gutter, if you feel like you're a scumbag, if you do scumbag stuff, there's still hope for you, man. God
I
never
tell people all the time, Mike Tank, God ain't in the church, man. He in the streets.
yeah,
Jesus ain't Jesus ain't in the church, bro. He in the streets.
and always has been.
He in the
Ever
streets.
since they started writing, where was Jesus born?
In the streets in the manger, bro.
In the worst place possible.
And listen, man, he saved prostitutes.
Yes.
Like he dwelled in the places like the places that the church people look frowned upon. That's who Jesus was saving. That's why I tell people all the time, a lot of Christian people, 89% of Christians do not follow Jesus' teaching.
No.
They do not follow his teaching. They just don't.
And just because you go to church every Sunday doesn't mean you're not going to catch on fire.
A lot of them gonna be in hell, bro. A whole lot of them gonna be in hell.
Jimmy, you're 100% right.
Most High doesn't dwell in temples made by hands, saith the prophet. The most, hey man, Jimmy, shouts out to you, bro. Shouts out to Jimmy Ryan, bro. The most high, that's Acts chapter 7, verse 42. The most high does not dwell in temples made by hands, saith the prophet. He's not in a church. The only two temples I know ain't made by hands is your temples. You are a part of God. God is a part of you. That's why he said that when the Pharisees and Sadducees challenged Jesus and said, "When will we know the coming of the kingdom?" Jesus said, "Huh? That ain't something that you'll be able to say, lo, there it is, or here it comes, because the kingdom of God is among you. It's within you." That's Luke 17:20 and 21.
Mm-hmm.
We are it, bro. We are it. Imagine, hey Mike T, imagine if Jesus came down right now and said, "Hey, I ain't coming back to save nobody. I put enough of y'all down here on this planet to do it yourself." I wonder what people would do.
I think the suicide rate would go through the roof.
What?
That's what I think. If Jesus came back and he said, "Not one of you are going," I think it'd be a glorious day for Remington.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. At the end of life, do you think people regret the things they did or the things they never tried? Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Smooth. People regret that while they're alive.
Yes. Short answer. Yes.
People regret that while they're alive, Smooth. So I know.
And
At
I also,
the end, when you get when you get judged and you at the end and you
and
look back over your life and be like, "Dang,
I also believe that
people,
goes for
people regret that
hundred
while they're
percent.
alive, bro."
I
Hell,
believe that goes for 100% of every man, woman, and child. When you die, do you have regrets? Absolutely. I regret not asking
facts.
that woman out, or I regret not taking that job opportunity. I regret this. I regret that. There are so many things I shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I didn't. I didn't have the
But I
courage,
did.
or I didn't have the money, or there's so many excuses. To top
Tell
that,
you, bro.
live your life with no excuse. Then you'll have no regrets.
That's powerful. Live your life with no excuses and you have no regrets. That's powerful. That's powerful.
Came from right here.
Very powerful. Yeah. That's at the most high.
That's
The
it.
most high.
It just came from right here.
The most high, yo. The brain, bro. The most high. Yeah.
Moses went to the Pharaoh and begged for his people to be let go. We're still slaves to our
Good,
government.
good, good.
We were talking about that in the very beginning.
Very beginning, bro. That's a fact. Mike T kind of he expounded on that subject thoroughly.
You out, Smooth? You leaving already? You had some great questions, man. This was all your idea. You can't bail now.
Oh yeah. He the one requested it. No, but I know Smooth got family. He be having a lot going on, so
He's probably going to
I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful for Smooth coming up with the idea, bro. Cause I enjoyed you, bro.
he's going to the studio or something, man. He's going to put out a banger. You watch.
He gonna write about the conversation we done had tonight.
Smooth, I'll get your number. That's for
Put
certain.
something to it.
You'll
All
get
right,
mine,
I'm gonna
and
send that to you soon.
call me,
Soon as we
text
hop
me
off, I'm gonna send it
anytime
to
you
you.
want.
Yes, sir. Jess, what's good, bro?
You ain't feeling good?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but get some rest, bro. Like I said, I just dropped my dad off at the hospital, so yeah, get some rest, bro. If you need it, go get some rest, bro.
Hey, Smooth, real quick before you bolt. If you're if you got the flu, now I'm no doctor, so take this with a grain of salt. But I ended up with the flu really bad, and it only lasted 3 days because I take ivermectin. I take ivermectin literally once a month to try and fight all that stuff off. My brother ended up getting the flu off of me, and he was sick for like 3 weeks because he refused to take ivermectin. Take it. If you can get your hands on ivermectin,
Ivermectin.
yeah.
Where can you get the ivermectin from?
I ordered off of Amazon. I get the hold on one second, I'll show you what I mean.
Okay. Look at check the dog out. Y'all see having a dog peeking at the camera.
Oh, that's Zelda. That's my girl Zelda. This is what I get. Ivermectin.
Smooth say he ain't feeling good.
Oh, it,
Ivermectin.
it's
Okay.
actually it's horse dewormer is what it's classified as, but it is not a horse dewormer. They used to prescribe ivermectin to everybody for everything. And then when the scamdemic happened, and Joe Rogan was he was the one who was
Facts.
talking that he takes that ivermectin, and then all of a sudden CNN's going, "Oh, he's taking horse dewormer." Well, you morons! It's not just a horse dewormer. It gets rid of viruses. It gets rid of bacteria. It kills it.
Parasites.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're not feeling good, always take ivermectin.
Ooh, you know, but you gave me a jewel right then. I ain't never known that.
Man, I live by this. I do. I live by it. I don't care if it's got a pretty little horse on it or not. I take it.
Shit. So you take a dose of it every month.
Yeah, I take a dose every month. And I give it to my dogs. It keeps them worm free. You never have to worry about taking your dog to a vet for any of that stupid stuff.
I shit, baby, you might have to put water for that shit. The
Hey,
goddamn
go
Mac,
on
man. So
Amazon.
you
You go on Amazon. You get a
how do you
3-pack.
take it though?
Uh,
How do you take it though? Like what do you do with it? Do you dilute it with water? Do you?
nope, it's a gel. It comes in a syringe like this. Here, I'll take it right in front of you. You pop the cap, and it's got like a little locker on here. And I'll do, say, 50. This is meant for a 1,500-pound animal. So can you see that gel?
Yeah, the yellow gel. Yeah, I see it. I see it.
See it?
Yeah.
You just pop it. Tastes like apple. Apple flavor.
Ooh.
That's it. Yeah. I give it to the cat. I give it to the dogs. I take it. I've turned everybody onto this stuff. This is stuff that doctors don't want to talk to you about because here we go. They want you in the system.
Ooh.
They forever want
Oh,
you
hey,
in the system.
hey,
Your
baby.
first ailment, you go to
Apple
the
might
doctor.
bring you back.
Your very first ailment, you go to the doctor. He prescribes you something. Okay, well, you need to stay on this regimen. You take this, you're going to be on this for life. Okay, okay. So you start taking, and guess what? 6, 7 months, maybe 2, 3 years down the road, who knows? You end up with a side effect. Now you go into the doctor again for something else. And what does he do? Now he's going to give you 5 prescriptions. Well, you definitely need to take this. And the number one cause for all of our ailments, whether it's heart disease, bad knees, uh, circulatory problems, all of it, inflammation.
Yep, mucus. Mucus.
Inflammation
Yep.
is destroying the human being. And they never try to cure the root cause. The reason why your heart is failing, you're not living to 100 years old or 120 like we were promised. You're kicking out at 45 or 55 or 65. Yeah, it has a lot to do with what we consume. I mean, I'm no saint drinking a Diet Coke, but you
Right.
know, all this stuff that we consume is contributing. Exactly, it's all contributing to inflammation. And parasites also majorly contribute to inflammation. At least do your
They say
part.
every time your stomach growl, that's parasites.
I guarantee it. We were never meant to eat 3 and 4 times a day in the quantities
Your body is really compatible to one time a day.
you're supposed to. An ideal diet would be to eat hearty every 2 days. And then you spend the rest of that time walking and running. We're hunters and gatherers. We would hunt for a meal. They would run all day long chasing down their game. They would kill it, bag it, and then they would do it again. Then they bring it back to the village and process it and feed everybody. And when you're feeding, 20, 50, 100 people, that little rabbit you caught, well, now you get this much of it because now you're feeding
Makes
everybody.
sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense.
I'm gonna eat pizza and play with venomous steaks, bro.
Yeah, that's Jesse. That's Jesse. Yeah, we'll be up there. You go live at 9:45. Y'all gonna make sure y'all go show the virtual reptilian, my man Jesse, some love, man. In 30 about 20 minutes actually. But it was get him out of here. He appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, see,
What do you think about the gas prices?
he was
Uh,
he was talking about that. He says right here. He says I know a guy that was on death's door, had pancreatic cancer, but then he started taking that and did a 180. I mean, come on. The guy had pancreatic cancer and he started taking ivermectin and now he's cancer free. Oh, he says don't know if he's cancer free now. Okay, sorry about that.
okay.
Doing much better.
But
That's
he
awesome.
did do a 180, so he made a turnaround for the better though.
Now, what do I think about these gas prices? Uh, Let me ask you this, Savage. Why is it took a long time for them to come down, and then all of a sudden they just shot right through the roof? And
Appreciate him.
it's not because of the war in Iran.
Nah,
And if it was the war in Iran, then we should not be feeling this price hike for at least another 6 to 8 weeks because what we were paying on was already paid for.
oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
see,
Talk,
you
Mike.
see what I
Go
mean?
ahead.
So it doesn't make sense that in the blink of an eye, bam, now they're through the roof again. They tack on $1 here, now $1.50 or whatever. That makes no sense whatsoever, because all that crude oil that was already processed they bought those barrels of oil at $78, and it's already been distributed. It's already been paid for. So the prices that we should be feeling should still be in the 180 to 250 range. This war has only been going on, what, 13, 15 days? And it's
Yeah.
already at 325. That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all.
Good.
Those barrels of oil
Yeah.
with the low gas prices, they're already paid for. And then now that they shot through the roof, it's going to take forever for them to come down. And if you do the math, okay, yeah, so what? We're going at it with Iran for a good cause. I mean, I believe that we are doing this for a good cause.
Okay.
Pull the thorn out of the bottom of the foot, get rid of it. But we look what we did to Venezuela. Okay, now we got Venezuela playing Team USA now.
Right.
We immediately seized that shipping container, that ship, and then they promised 50 million barrels right off the rip, and then we're guaranteed an additional 150 million barrels. Okay, that's fantastic. So why are we tapping into our strategic reserves? That makes no sense. The only reason those prices are going through the roof now is because 20% of the world's oil is bobbing around in that ocean out there that Iran's threatening to blow up. So by jacking it up, Trump said it best, and he said the truth out front. And when those prices go up, we're making money. But you and I are not making money.
No, you get taken away from it.
Yes. I have an ambulance out there that is diesel. That is $5.27 a gallon right now down here for diesel.
God. Damn, 539.
Yes, for diesel. Now gas, it's still in the $2 and $3 range. Uh, Jimmy's got some good questions too.
Yeah, do you think there's light at the end of the tunnel in the next few years in America, or do you think we're just going to experience some more dark times in America? I feel like we're going to experience some more dark times, to be
I do
honest.
too.
But I feel like we're going to experience dark times not because we can't get to the light. I believe America going to see more dark times because America wants to see more dark times because the big boys ain't going to experience it. It's going to be the working men like me and like you. It's gonna be us that experience that darkness.
Well, I mean, everybody knows that saying, "Bad times make strong men. Strong men." You know, it just goes on and on and on. It's just
Right.
perpetual loop. I think the generation I grew up, I was born in '75, so I mean, I'm 50 years old. I'm going to be 51. We grew up in different times. We didn't have video games until I was already past the stage, so I was never a video game guy. We were always outside playing, getting in fights and staying dirty and just having fun. Then the video games and MTV started coming into play and causing people to sit in front of their TV, making them be soft. And then it started changing the way that society was thinking. Then those people had kids, and now they can wake up and flip a coin and choose whether they want to be male or female. It's like I'm either going to put on pants and stand up and pee, or I'm going to put on a dress and I'm going to go sit down and pee. And you can't, and you're not going to stop me because I have that right.
Right. That's
That
right.
is a sickness. That is creating an incredibly soft human being.
Have you heard about the situation with ICE?
The what?
It's a situation going on about ICE right now. Saying ICE got some stuff going on now where they ain't just targeting people that's uh that's not that are immigrants, illegal immigrants. Hey man, they targeting people now that's in the transgender community. Like if you're a man and you ain't claiming man, hey bro, they locking people up behind that.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah. If you're a man and you claim a woman, they turn to a man. They getting locked up, bro. Like this shit is treason, bro. Like they not they it ain't no freedom amongst that shit no more. Like ISIS in America is giving them the leeway to be able to do that shit. Now I believe that you should be able to be whatever you want to be. Granted, it's the home of the free, land of the brave, home of the free.
Right.
But at the same time, I understand that you got to take what comes with whatever decision you're making in your life. Everybody's not gonna agree to that. And to the people who like you got people who really do hate crimes, not physically, but they mess with your head.
Hmm.
They strategic thinkers. I ain't gonna put hands on them like I do, but I do hate them. So we gonna come up with a law that we can get their ass up out of here. That's how you want to be. Oh no, we ready to get you out of here.
I'm not ready to get rid of anybody. I think everybody should be able to do whatever they got to do.
Whatever you got to do,
I mean,
whatever you got to do. But why would you give ICE? They supposed to be messing with illegal immigrants and all that stuff. I don't totally agree with that. Now I agree with the illegal immigrants. You need to have your shit together before you're a citizen. But man, you got people that been over here, Mike T, 20, 30 years, done married, had kids. I just running in these people shit and saying, oh, your paperwork ain't, you ready to send you back to Mexico. And you got to leave your husband and your kids here. You carry your ass back. They were born here, so they are citizens. But you got to go back.
Hmm.
What
Yeah,
the fuck is you doing?
I know what you mean. But to
Yeah, the fuck
answer,
is you, what the fuck you doing?
go back to that question that Jimmy said. It's are we in dark times? Yeah, but when has America not been in dark times? I mean, really. I mean, when has the world not been in dark times? It's ruled by darkness. It's if
Hey, Mike, what does Second Corinthians? And I'm hearing an echo. I just saw Savage said what's up with my audio. I don't know what's going on with my
is
audio,
mine bad or
but
is it yours?
I believe it's mine because I don't hear the echo with you, but I hear the echo with mine.
Okay,
But Second Corinthians 4:4 says, "The God of this world deceives the minds of the ones who believe not." That scripture clearly lets me know that when Jesus acknowledged himself, Jesus says, "I, the Lord, your God." That scripture says, "The God of this world deceives."
correct,
Jesus is not a deceiver. Jesus is not a deceiver. The God of this world deceives the minds of the ones who believe. We're in the devil's world. This is the
correct,
devil's shit.
correct.
The devil took Jesus up on the highest mountain and said, "I will give you all these kingdoms
Just bow to me.
if you bow down to me."
Right.
This is the devil's world. So hell yeah, America is definitely in darkness and always been in darkness.
Yep.
Always, always. Hell yeah, we in darkness. Hell yeah.
And I think it's going to get worse
Hey,
because what I was saying earlier, they can wake up and flip a coin, and they can choose whether they're going to be male or female. That's weak. That is absolutely
right.
weak. And nothing against anybody, man. That's just the way that I grew up. A man is a man, as a woman is a woman. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's just, I know it's not considered PC, but I'm not PC. I'm logical. A dog doesn't wake up and think one day, uh, no, I'm a girl. Yeah, I'm a girl dog today. No, that's a mental illness, man. I mean, that's all it is. It's plain and simple. I know I'm going to get flack for it for the ones who are, pro that. Sorry, you'll
Right.
never convince me otherwise. You will never ever convince me otherwise. A horse is not going to wake up and say, "Yep, I'm a girl today." You know, you can't identify. You can identify as whatever you want, but just know when you're
Right.
doing that, there's something wrong here.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy. I have a nephew that's, you know, swing the other way. I knew my nephew was gonna be the other way when he was really small.
Yeah.
It was damn near to me. Now it goes against the universe and how things go, but it was damn near like he was born like that. Guess what? Years later, he turned out to be exactly what I thought. And he was a little guy, 1, 2 years old. I said, "Yeah, he gonna be."
Oh, you can see
I
the
knew it
signs.
back then.
There's some of them. Them signs just
You,
explode right from a young age.
yeah, yeah.
The ones you got to watch are the ones who are gravitating to the Barbie dolls. They're like, boy, I'm gonna get you a set
Never
of
seen
GI
him do
Joes.
a,
You better put that down.
never seen him do a push up, pull up, throw a football, play basketball. I said, yeah, yeah.
Right?
I knew it years ago. That's my nephew. I love him. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? But I knew years ago. I said, yeah, he gonna be, yeah,
Yeah.
years ago.
My cousin, he's married to a man, and
Right.
That blew me away, especially from the parents that he came from. My uncle Eric is a farmer and a truck driver, one of the manliest men you'll ever meet in your life. He's an avid hunter. He goes on 6-week hunting expeditions. I mean, he is a man's man. I mean, he is just like built of iron. My Aunt Teresa, farm fed strong. I mean, they work 300 acres of their own land, and then he drives it, all that produce all over the country. Hardworking folks. And then one day he just woke up and I'm gay. Oh, well, yeah, we didn't see that one coming. I think some of that has to do with college.
Hey, look, man. Mike T, I'm gonna bring up something, and I want to know if I'm the only one who look at it this way. Do you think the elements are being played with? Do you think it's something that's going on in the atmosphere? Do you
Yeah,
think they're playing this
of
spicing?
course.
Like I know they're playing this spicing the weather. I know they messing with the weather. I know
Just
that for a
look
fact.
up, man, and look at all the chemtrails.
Do you think they're dropping? Because I've heard. Are you familiar with Dick Gregory?
Say that again. You broke up.
Are you familiar with Dick Gregory?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a link. I'm gonna find that interview he did, and I'm gonna send it to you. Hey, man, do you know that these folks are splicing and playing with stuff so much, man, that it can actually change you. Like they can actually change your trajectory damn near at will. Like me and you could be this way today, and they could do something and make us hate each other tomorrow.
That'd be hard pressed.
I'm talking about and when I first heard it, I said, I don't know. A little far fetched for me. I don't believe everything I hear. Like once me and you talk about something, if I don't believe it, I'm gonna go look into it once we done. I'm ready to go try to find a book or something. That I can say, let me read about this. Let me find some topics or some articles or something about this and read about it. But it when he what he was speaking on kind of made sense because literally, I've seen a person be one way one day and somebody totally different the next, totally different. And I'm just looking like, look at what? Like how? What? When? Where? Like what happened? Just like that.
It's the chemtrails, man. That's I firmly believe that. And Ron DeSantis, he did one great thing here in Florida. He's done a lot of great things in Florida, but he banned chemtrails here. They are not allowed to do that. They are not. When you look up,
But
cloud formations are not in straight lines.
no, and I haven't been seeing them doing. I haven't seen that much lately.
They're phasing it out, and it's probably because they've overdosed the entire community, the entire planet on aluminum oxide. Yes, Bosie, he most certainly is. And if he's on the presidential
Uh,
ballot, I will be voting for him before I vote for uh, Rubio and what's his face, JD Vance. I like him. Don't get me wrong.
JD, okay, yeah, Ron
Ron
DeSantis,
DeSantis
yeah,
is the man. He truly is.
yeah,
If you live down here, you would understand. He just doesn't play games.
yeah. But see, we that's what we need though.
I mean, he is law and order through and through. And the person that needs to run for governor after he's out of office, instead of going with Byron Donalds, which I like. I think Byron Donalds is a very respectable person. But I think Sheriff J.D. Grubb would be that guy would just be a phenomenal governor. And if you don't know who Sheriff Grady Judd is, look him up. That is one of the funniest bastards you'll ever watch on YouTube. He's got a thing where uh, they said,
Send me the link to my phone.
"Oh,
Text me
I
the
will."
link. Text me the link.
They asked him, "How come you guys shot the guy 96 times?" And he just looked right at the camera and said, "Because we ran out of bullets."
Raw, yeah, I like that.
I mean, he's so dead serious. He's like, because we ran out of bullets.
Savage know who he is.
I
Savage said he
know. I mean,
gonna
Polk
play
County right
Polk,
there.
Polk, Polk County, yeah. So Savage know who he is.
I mean, dude, the guy is America's sheriff. I mean, he's a hero.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely got to send me some links so I can look into him.
Oh yeah, yeah. You'll crack up. You'll crack up. I'm in Savage. I'm
Savage
in
said he
Polk
be
County
scared to
every
go to
day. That's
Polk.
where I work.
Yeah, he said he be scared to go to Polk County because he don't be playing.
Nah, man, you
Yeah,
got.
even Bosa.
There's
Bosa
definitely
said don't nobody play in Polk County.
they don't. The no. Polk County is you're either gonna go to jail or end up dead if you mess around out there. Plain and simple. If you have a gun on you, that he wants you to have a gun. Grady Judd, he absolutely wants every single Floridian to have a gun. Please, by all means. I mean, when they were doing all that rioting, and he put out this big post saying, "Yeah, if you think you're going to break bad on the folks in Polk County, they're going to shoot you right outside that door, and I want them to." He applauds it, but you try to break bad on a cop out there, it's going to be the absolute worst day of your life.
Hey, you got to, these people got to do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying?
See if there's any more
That
questions. I
it
don't see anything.
sounds like you sitting on a duck. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my audio. E. I don't know. I even still hear the echo in myself. I don't know.
You know, I haven't had any problems with it. I mean, you've been cutting in and out, but not once have I not understood what you were saying, except for just the one time when you cut out mid question.
Yeah, like you're dead clear though. You clear. Your shit's crisp.
Good. That's one thing I was worried about, especially since we lost internet and everything. I mean, we lost power.
Lost Howard, yeah, hell yeah. Who's Haywood? Yo, I'm the top Haywood, and your mama the bottom. Yeah, we ignorant on this channel too.
Savage follows him.
Graded Jews. Okay, all right. Send me a comment and a link on one of my shorts, Savage. Yeah, Mike, you got to work tomorrow, bro.
Oh yeah, I'll be up at 4:15, bright and early, or dark and
Woo.
dreary, however you want to look at it.
What time is it where you at right now?
We're on the same time. It's 9:43.
Yep, that's what it is. Say 9:40. Just turned 9:44 for me. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you ready to hop on, man. 4:15 come quick.
Yes, it most certainly does.
It comes quick,
And
really quick.
this old girl's snoring. Hey,
She
she's
been
been,
right there by your side the whole
yeah, the
whole
whole
time
time.
too, man.
Yeah, see her.
She got a big damn head too, Mike T.
Oh, this is my pit bull. That's Zelda. She's my old lady. She's 13 years old. She had,
Ooh, yeah. My girl is Cardi is going on 8.
yeah, she's 13, man. She's my old lady. Getting gray face. Oh, you want to see the boar
Yeah,
bull?
he said he want to see the Barbour. Yeah.
Let me see if I can get her in. Come here, Gooch. Gooch girl.
check out the girl looking at her though. She checking stuff out, boy. She's nice too. I like her. You still look at the phone.
Come here, Gooch. Come here. Come here, big girl. This is old Gooch here. Look at the head on that thing.
God, man, that damn thing is crazy. Yeah, Yeah. Like that joint with the tan color with the black mask. You know what I'm saying?
Look at her
Yeah.
shoulders, man.
And that's a female?
Yeah, that's a female. And then there's Henry, the black cat.
Henry chilling too, you know what I'm saying?
This is
Yeah,
my
Henry
life,
chilling.
man. They're around me at all times. But Gucci's about as sweet as can be. She's sitting right at about 145. She's 11 months old. On April 2nd, she'll be fully 1 year old. You see
Yeah, her
what's
birthday a few days after mine.
you see that? You see what's going on?
Yeah, I keep seeing her reaction. She looking like, yo, what? Oh, you
What?
know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, she beautiful, bro.
Ah, thanks, man. Yeah, they're good,
Yeah, yeah.
except for this thing here. He's kind of an asshole.
Well, he the only cat in the house. Two dogs
Yeah, he
got
is.
you. He the only cat. You know, he got to hold his own. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he keeps them in check. I'll tell you that much. All right, man. Well, this was awesome, man.
Yeah,
We did 95 minutes.
yeah. 90. This one said 96 minutes and 51 seconds as we speak. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
And then we just freestyling. We just up here kicking, answering questions. Hey, bro, we can do it whenever, man. You hit me up on the phone and say, Pat, what you got going on tonight? I'm gonna be like, "Nothing." All right,
Man,
let's go live.
I'm
Let's do it.
always down
Let's
for it.
do it.
This was fun. This was fun.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? It don't. Hey, bro,
I think
it ain't nothing.
I'd like to see you get E on. You know damn well that would be freaking hilarious.
Man, if
That
I
dude
get
is
that dude on
funny.
live,
Oh my god, he is so freaking funny, man.
dude, I get so man, I'll probably be cussing E out the whole time I be up here
I
from him
I,
just talking so much shit.
I would be pissed. I'm telling you. Hey,
Yeah,
that,
he
that,
funny as shit, bro. He is funny as hell, yo. Shouts out to E, man. That's my guy, yo. That's my guy. He finally in the ball python game, full throttle. He got like 3 snakes, I think.
as Savage
So
said,
I
he
think he
comes
got 3 snakes.
soon. Good deal.
Let's do it, bro. Whenever you ready, Savage. Snake Man Pat on Instagram, bro. Shoot me a follow. I see you the link to the deal. You see me and bro did it. I got Mike Tame number personally. He got my personal cell phone number. I called Mike Tame earlier and was like, bro, give me a little bit more time, bro. I got sidetracked, this and that going on. He said, cool, 8 o'clock, bro. We can do it. So I got home, hopped on the jump, sent the link to his text. Boom, we here. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh,
yeah, let me
And it's
know.
been a great time too, man. I love answering
Yeah, I
questions.
have.
I love the interaction on here. That was great. There was no lull in the conversation, and like I said, freestyle and Q&A, and that's exactly how it went, man. We didn't have to.
That's all you really need. Like everybody be wondering why. You know, earlier I don't know if you did you hop on earlier when I had banana bread royals on,
I could only catch about 10 minutes of it. I had to go do an estimate.
bro. Literally, we got 16,000 views on that joint.
Oh,
2 hours. We was
wow,
on 2 hours. 16,000 views.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
2 hours. It was on 2 hours. 16,000. I
Now,
screenshotted and sent it to him and was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Just and look, man, I'm tell you something, man. People are looking for entertainment, but people are looking for an out. Let's hop on here and get away from the world for a little while.
yeah, they want to escape.
Let's get up here and let's be ourselves for a little while. Let's get away from all the news and the stresses of the world. Let's get together and not fuck all that right now. You know what I'm saying? We'll go back to that when it comes. After we click off the last, then we'll go back to regular programming. But for right now, this is our space. Fuck all that other shit.
I think this is
And
better.
that's why I feel like,
This is way better than TV because it's actually interactive. You know, you got people that talk, that laugh. they crack jokes, and then you get the assholes that come in here and try and troll and be insulting, and then we got something to shoot. I mean, to me,
Yeah, we
it's
got something to
full
cuss out.
entertainment.
You know what I'm saying?
It's full entertainment. Pop, pop. See ya. Have a good one. I mean, I think this beats TV because if you flip on TV, you're getting the programming.
TV be watching me. I be like this.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
I,
Yeah,
I'll
man.
say
Yeah, bro. Mike T, bro. I've enjoyed you, bro. If it weren't for crying shame and you had to get up and kill your ass to work in the morning, we'd definitely be up here a while longer for shit, sure. You know what I'm saying? But I take into consideration. I respect you, and I love what you got going on. I love you as a person. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for accepting the invite. Thank you for accepting to do this. I've had a fucking ball, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do me a favor and just keep being great, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep being you. I want a Mike Tame that's different. I don't want a Mike Tame that's coming in the chat and not talking about what the light be doing. I don't want a Mike Tame that don't give off knowledge while you in the chat. Be you, bro, because I appreciate you for who you are. You know what I'm saying?
So much, man.
Keep
Like
being great, bro. Keep being you, man. Peace and love to you and family. Peace and love to you and the dogs. Hey, man, let's run this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep being great together. You feel me?
you're a
Straight up.
beautiful person, Pat. You really,
Try my best, bro. You
yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? I try my best. Try my best.
You have
Shit,
one.
sure.
And you ever want to do this? Just send me the link. I'll
Well,
click right on it.
I got your I got your personal number, bro. It don't take nothing for me to just hit Mike T. Dagger link, bro. Hop on if you want to. And I go live, and when you hop in, I'm gonna say add, and it's on. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
on.
It's simple.
See you, E.
Simple, man. Yeah, man. But peace out, man. Let me go ahead and end this the way I always end all my lives. Hey, listen, I pray that we all receive healing and protection, physically, mentally, and emotionally, mind, body, soul, spirit. I pray that we live the best rest of our lives, that all our needs, wants, and desires get granted, that we become the greatest versions of ourselves, and we can't be golden until we all shine. I repeat, we cannot be golden until we all shine. So let's continue to be great together, people. Peace and love, man. Y'all hit the like, share, subscribe button. And until next time, gang, we out. Hey, Mike T, love you, brother. Appreciate you.
Love you too,
Real
man.
talk.
God bless.
We out. Yes, sir. Chill.